Micah's Glossary of Big and Little Words.
From mason jars to quasars.
Translated from the original Mouse by Seabright McCabe.
Adore. To love every little bit of something.
Altar. The best part of a church.
Ancient. Extremely old. Even older than parents.
Appetite. Hunger. When you want something, you have an appetite. You can also have an appetite for learning new words.
Apprehension. To worry about what hasn't happened yet. To be scared of the dark is to be apprehensive when the lights go out.
Bereft. To be sad without something or someone you love.
Catastrophe. Catastrophe! A complete disaster. Run!
Caterpillar. An insect that becomes a butterfly. Caterpillar Polt will one day be a tiger moth.
Chirrup. A sweet, funny little sound that birds and crickets make when they want to sing. Sounds like cheer up. Chirrup. Chirrup, 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 chirrup.
Choir. A group of people, animals, or insects that sings together. Sometimes in harmony.
Century house. A house that is 100 or more years old. A well-built house will stand much longer than that.
Clapboard. Handmade siding for old houses that keeps the weather out. If you make it right, it lasts a century or more.
Cleft. A split in a piece of wood or stone. A good hiding place.
Clime. A climate or weather. A sunny clime would be someplace like Florida or Tahiti.
Coddling moth. A tiny moth that people don't like, but mice do.
Conceal. To hide something away. You may conceal a yawn by covering your mouth with your hand to be polite.
Cricket. A very busy and musical bug that hops and sings all night in summer and fall. Cricket. 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 Cricket.
Dandelion. A yellow flower that pops up in spring. It turns into a white puffball of seeds that makes many, many more dandelions.
Deft. To do something very well is to be deft, as in, I will deftly draw with crayons on the kitchen wall.
Ecstatic. So happy you can't stand it. Also called jumping for joy.
Electron. A subatomic particle that moves at the speed of light. Talk to any rocket scientist about this. They will talk back.
Feat. A completed task. When a hard job is finished, it's quite a feat. Not the same as feet.
Fiddlestick. The bow drawn across the strings of a violin to make music.
Fireflies. Pretty bugs that spark and glow after dark in the summer.
Glean. To find and collect a little bit at a time.
Glee. Great happiness. Like when you can't talk because you're laughing too hard.
Glen. A valley that often has a stream running through it.
Gooseberry. A tasty purple berry that grows in fields and on farms. You can make pies and jam with them.
Hues. Colors that include red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Together, all these colors are called a spectrum.
Immunity. To have protection. You can have immunity from getting sick, but there's no immunity from homework.
Kin. Family. Sometimes you can choose your own kin, and they are called friends.
Nap. The soft part of velvet that is so nice to touch.
Lure. To tempt or persuade something to either come to or go away from you. Lure. A cat anywhere by opening a can of tuna.
Mason jars. Big glass jars that people use for homemade jam, pickles, or for making sun tea when it's hot.
Mauve, a pretty shade of purple, often seen when the sun sets in the winter.
Monotone, to say something the same way every time.
Numb. So cold you can't feel your fingers and toes.
Overturn. An old-fashioned way of saying turn over. Many words like this can be found in stories by William Shakespeare.
Orbit, a curved path that goes around a gravitational center. If your sister stands in the middle of a room and you run in a circle around her, you are orbiting your sister.
Pounce, to jump on suddenly without any warning. Cats pounce on their own shadows when they are frisky.
Prance. To dance when you feel happy, lifting your knees up high like a horse or an antelope.
Prone. To lie flat on your face. Lots of people are prone when they are asleep.
Pulse, put 2 fingers on your wrist, just below your thumb. Feel it? That's your pulse.
Purr, the sound a cat makes when it's happy, sleepy, or hungry.
Pussy willow. The soft and fuzzy buds that come out on a certain kind of tree in spring. These buds are also called catkins.
Rebound. To bounce back, like an echo. When you bounce a ball from off a wall, it rebounds back to you.
Rubble, discarded stones. In olden times, rubble was used to make the foundation of houses, stone walls, and roads. There's a lot of rubble in New England.
Sacred, very special, like your own room. Or cookies, when they are still warm from the oven.
Sanctuary. A safe place. Bad things must stay outside your sanctuary.
Sardine tins. Little metal boxes. Perfect for storing marbles and other precious things for mice who do not have suitcases.
Sheen, the shiny part of any pretty thing. Your hair can have a sheen, and so can the drops of water on a leaf when it rains.
Shroud, something that covers another thing, like snow covers the ground until spring.
Spree! To have lots of fun doing something you like.
Stained glass. Pretty windows in different colors and patterns. When light shines through, colors appear on the walls, too.
Toboggan, an old-time sled that holds several people and goes downhill very fast. Pulling it back uphill is quite another thing.
Trance, being awake and dreaming at the same time.
Quasars. Very bright objects in distant galaxies way out in space. More rocket science.
Thanks for reading along. Share Micah's story by forwarding this link, or learn more by visiting our website at www.micahmouse.com.